Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Getting Out of Bed with Micah, where I take you along with me on my journey as I grow in discipline through getting up early and starting my day off in a productive, successful way. So today it is Thursday. I got up about 6:15 today, so better than yesterday, moving in the right direction. Obviously overall goal is 5 o'clock, and so obviously 6:15 is not 5 o'clock, but it is a step in the right direction, so happy about that. In my walking today, I was just kind of like thinking, talking to God and everything, and it's just crazy to me how in the darkness that I was in, and in the sin that I was in, and the conflict with God that I was in, that literally all it required of me was to reach out and grab hold of what Jesus did for me, and immediately I was set free in a relationship with God. And it's just crazy that with all the mistakes that I made and all the mistakes that I still make, Jesus is all that I need and all that I have to grab hold of to be made righteous and to be free and to have hope and to be full of life and not just full of, things and full of people or full of myself, but to be full of true life in abundance and life eternal through Jesus. And it's just awesome. So just thinking about that. So I figured I'd share with y'all. Exciting news. Last night, youth group, we have officially changed our name from Resonate to Ablaze, because we are a youth group that lives on fire for God. So yeah, exciting. Moving up, changing things. God's doing new stuff, new things. Yeah, here, mosquito. So excited for that moving forward, seeing what God's gonna do. Awesome to be a part of what He's doing. Super cool. But anyway, so that'll be it then for my walking. Heading back to Yon House to do my other morning things. So yeah, I'll be right back with my thoughts from the Word right about now. All right, so what really jumped out in my Bible reading today, reading in Luke chapter 22, there's two things really that jumped out at me. One, we see at the beginning, Jesus having the Last Supper and everything, and talking about, his body and blood and everything, and talking to the disciples, and he warns Peter that he's going to deny him 3 times. And then he also, says that someone at the table is going to betray him. And then we see later in the chapter that, of course, it's Judas. The thing that really stuck out to me here is how crazy it is to me, how good of an example of Jesus's love this is, because obviously Jesus knew either from the beginning or at least for a while that Judas was the one who was going to betray him. He knew because it had been prophesied that that he was going to be betrayed, and most likely when he chose Judas, when Judas came to follow him, the Holy Spirit probably warned him that it was going to be him. But even knowing that Judas was going to betray him, he still treated him like all of the rest of his disciples, knowing that Judas was going to betray him, knowing that Peter was going to deny him, knowing all the mistakes they were going to make and the things they were going to do. He still believed in them and had hope in them. And that is, to me, is just so crazy, and such an awesome picture of how insane Jesus' love is for us, that even knowing the mistakes that we'll make, even knowing, where this ends, he still believes in us in the moment and still walks with us in the moment. Even if he knows that we're going to walk away tomorrow, he still believes in us so much that he invests his time in us in the moment, right here, right now. And so that was just super awesome. A great reminder and challenge to, because I'm called to love the same way that Jesus loves. And so, even if I, believe that I know someone's going to do the wrong thing, or that they're going to hurt me, or that they're going to, whatever, I'm still supposed to love them and believe in them like Jesus does with me, and that's just crazy. The other thing that jumped out at me here is in verse 42, we see one of my absolute favorite things in the Bible, and this is where Jesus is praying in the garden, and he says, "Father, if it be, your will, take this cup from me, but nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done in my life. And this statement here, nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done in my life, is what I've founded my entire life on, in following Jesus, because it's just such an awesome, picture to me of what our lives look like. Because there's so many times in life where I'm like, bro, not really feeling this, homie, not really about this life right now, but it's not my life, it's not my plan, it's not my will, but yours. So lead me and I'll follow. And seeing Jesus do this, on a level that I will never actually have to do this, because what Jesus went through, not just the physical side, but to be separated from his Father for the first time ever, to experiencing the weight and the punishment from every single one of everyone's sins. What happened to him in the spiritual is so much more intense than what happened in the natural. But to see him on the edge of something of this magnitude, something this huge, and for him to have this moment that I have so many times, and I feel like we all have so many times, and to say, Father, this is not what I would choose naturally, but my life is not my own, and you are the one who directs my steps. And so I surrender to you yet again. And if this is what you have for me, this is what I'll do. And to see this play out is just amazing to me. And so I absolutely love this verse. I love, this statement and everything. And it's really what I've completely found in my life on. So super awesome. Loved reading that. But yeah, so that'll be it then for today's Getting Out of Bed with Micah. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember that you are important, that you are valuable, that you matter, that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And I'll see you next time. Toodaloo. Bye.